Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 5 of the 10-day paperclip ring making challenge. Today we're making a simple paperclip ring with a bead or a wire coil. We're going to start by opening up the paperclip. This is a standard size paperclip, 28 millimeter size, and we're going to slowly open it up with our flat pliers. Go very slowly around the curve so it doesn't get kinked up. If you don't have a paperclip, you can use 3 3/4 inches of half hard wire in 20 gauge, or if your wire is softer, you can use 18 gauge. So straighten out the paperclip, and if you want to do it by hand without your tools, just push on the little rounded areas with your thumb to straighten them out. So like I said, go slowly with it. Just go around the curves very slowly to straighten out that whole paperclip. And then flip it around and do the rest of it, pushing the curve with your thumb and your finger. We're going to add an 8 millimeter miracle bead. We're going to center it on the paperclip, and we're going to bend the ends to hold the bead in place. So this bead has a bit of a big hole, so it takes a little bit of wiggling back and forth. We want one end to go one direction and the other end to go the other direction. And we're just going to angle them out a little bit. Keep in mind that bead should be in the center, and then we're going to put it on the ring mandrel. You can do this on a marker or a highlighter if you like, and we're going to bring the ends around on either side to form the ring. So just take the ends, wind them around the mandrel right to the back, and just push them down with your thumbs to curve out the ring band. So we're just going to press it down so it's nice and curved, and then after that we can do any little pinching in to adjust it to make sure it's flat, and then remove it from the mandrel. And at the back we can leave it straight across, or I like to finish the ends. So we're going to get our round nose pliers, and we're going to just separate the wires a bit so you can access the ends. Take the end with the round pliers and turn it around to close up that loop, and then go to the other side, take the end and turn it around to close up the loop. Make sure it's nice and closed so there's no little sharp ends. And then you can take your flat pliers just to push them down. Make sure they're nicely finished. Adjust these a little bit. And then you could check to make sure it's a good size for your finger and it's finished nicely at the back. To make the ring with the coil, we are going to open up a colored paperclip. We're going to do this with our hands so we don't scratch the plastic. We're just going to push out the little curves with our thumb and our finger until it's straightened out. From there, we are going to take the colored paperclip and wind it around the center of the straightened silver paperclip. So we're just going to tug it as we go so it's a nice smooth coil. We're just going to coil as much as we want. You're going to have a couple of little ends on there, so we're going to be able to coil it, and then we're going to clip those ends. Don't use your best cutters, but we're going to clip off those ends so they're flush. And then we have our coil in the middle, and we're going to hold it and push one wire to one side and one wire to the other side so the little coil is centered. Put it on the ring mandrel, and we're going to wind the ends around to the back of the mandrel, holding the coil with our thumb as we wind the ends around. And then we'll just take our round pliers and turn the ends around into a little loop so the ends are tucked in and they're not scratchy at all. You can, after that, get your flat pliers just to push them in, shape it as you need, and there you have your ring with the colored coil. And then sometimes it's actually easier to coil it around a nail. The nail is thicker and firmer, so grab a 1.5 inch nail or any size you have and just wind the wire, the paper clip, around the nails. So you might have to push the coil in a little bit if there's little spaces in between, and then remove it from the nail, clip those ends, clip both sides with your flush cutters, and then get our flat pliers just to push the little end in a bit so it's not sticking out. These are the Xuron tweezer nose pliers, so just give it a little pinch. And then you could put the coil on the paper clip, hold it in the center, and bend one end to one side and one end to the other. We want the coil to be vertical in the center, and then we're going to place it on the ring mandrel, turn the ends around to the back of the mandrel, about one size less than what our ring size is. It always bounces back a little bit. Remove it from the mandrel, and now we're going to turn the ends around to finish them in a little loop. This way we won't have any scratchy ends at the back, and the ring remains adjustable. So take your flat pliers, just push those ends in a little more to make sure they're flat. And there you have your super cute little adjustable ring with a coil instead of a bead. I have another 10-day paperclip challenge that I'm going to link up in the description below, and all kinds of other resources of where you can find materials, wire, beads, tools, and templates and tutorials in my Etsy DIY shop. So thanks again for watching. Have fun with the paperclip rings, and we'll see you the next time.